I'm Sterling Carl Tucker. I'm the godly Goris Gorgeous Genius Guru individual that's on a mission to make EGOT Technology Corporation, starting with CPS, Collision Prevention Systems, which is going to save 1.35 million human lives per year if you're not a monkey and you spread information about putting safety sensors on our vehicles so 1.35 million moms, dads, sons, daughters, grandmas, grandpas don't splatter all over the road and have their arms and legs need to be picked up and shit like that. I say that because it's reality. Why is it reality? Because you're fucking lazy and don't share. Sorry, it's not really. But the real reason is because people are so lazy, they don't circulate information about FSD. If everybody drove a Tesla right now and was subscribed to FSD, I am certain at least 95% of the collisions would be prevented. And it's because 5% are unpreventable until collision prevention system is created, which will also be integrated very nicely into a Tesla vehicle. It makes it so that the vehicle cannot collide in a foreseeable manner. Like if I'm going to drive right into a tree or something like that, it would take over, neutralize my ability to control the steering, and steer me away from that. Anyway, only when it's calculating for certain, and it's not complex, when something's going to collide. Anyway, I'm just so baffled at what Elon has done there. Anyway, and I also want to make this recording because I kind of forgot about making my Doge Daily Details. I mean, I make recordings every day, but they've been with just about my love, aka my Model S Plaid. Gotta be specific. Plaid. Oh, here's something that I found out today. So this is the world's fastest car, except the retards that tried to copy it identically, like it looks identical to the Model S. But anyway, it's lucid. Goes 0 to 60 in 1/10 of a second faster than this. 1/10 of a second. But the reason that's significant is because that's how far you are behind real life. And what does that mean? So, an easy way to teach psychomotor speed and human latency. So, psychomotor speed is the amount of time it takes for your body to complete a task once the brain has sent the signal. It doesn't occur instantly. It looks instant to us because everything's relative and it's all we've ever seen. We're actually all peering into the past. We're all watching 1/10 of a second. Like, real life occurs 1/10 of a second before we perceive it. That's how long it takes it just to register. Anyway, so my point is, literally, a human can't perceive 1/10 of a second. And this is how I can prove it. You could prove it. Go get a dollar bill. Put it on a countertop. Have someone put their hand 6 inches above it, 8 inches, somewhere in there, and put your hand the same distance away and say, okay, when you see me move, you grab that dollar before I grab it. You're twice as close to me. You grab it first, okay? They're like, okay, no problem. 100% of the time, whoever moves first wins. And the other person doesn't even see it, and it's because humans are 1/10 of a second behind reality. It's kind of strange. And what is so incredible is that 1/10 of a second is thousands and thousands of years in the virtual equivalent of thousands and thousands of years in AI time. And it's so astounding to me the way it can read a book, write a book in 3 seconds. Anyway, and if you've never read it, because most people should understand that we're made. It's really important because who made us? They also made this serpent here and this one here. I mean, those aren't real serpents. But anyway, did you know that in Utah, I need to get this. In Utah, the rattlesnake is a protected species. Anyway, yeah, so someone, and they're so nice. I've ran into them a lot before. Or I've ran into them before, and they will just rattle from a long ways away. They see you from 40 feet away, and they start rattling. They're just like, hey, get away. I'm right here. Don't step on me. And they're totally nice. They're not aggressive, and that's why they're not allowed to be killed. Yeah, they're self-protective. That's the purpose of life. You know, people are like, oh, these evil snakes bite and kill what tries to attack them. Well, actually, they kill more than that. They kill bunnies and mice and... Isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Someone should, like, look at... Everybody should be aware of who made us, because they made that shit. It all grabs its mouth right around the Achilles tendon and rips that out. And once that's ripped out, the whole pack gets to gnawing on them legs. And they're inside that stupid fucking head. And so, the whole, or half the body's gone before they're gone. They're praying, dear God, please help me. And I'm like, I'm trying, you know, like, can't you see my wolves? Anyway, some people say I'm violent. I'm like, you fucking handicapped piece of shit, I'm an American. Anyway, it's fact. Like, Americans, who was a problem that we did not solve? In a way that's like, oh my fucking hell, the devil's there. AKA the Trinity bomb. Anyway, and I shouldn't smile about that, but I mean, I do smile about it because I'm so proud that we cleansed the planet of Nazis through Fallout. And what does that mean? People really underappreciate what that word means. It means the flesh rots in a way that makes leprosy look like a gift from heaven. And, like, you can literally see their bones through it. It's like, I don't know if you've heard this drug. Oh, what's it called? Oh, what was it called? There was this painkiller that people figured out how to synthesize. And crocodile. That was it. Crocodile. Oh my God, it's so scary. And it eats their body and their bones somehow get exposed. And you can see their fucking bones. Their body just deteriorating from these drugs. And, and speaking of which, okay, so what did I get done in the last week? I learned that Elon asks that at the beginning of every week, and I love it so much because, oh my hell, I am really going full speed right now. Last year I attended a webinar all week on business, marketing, and market approach strategy, you know, like how to have a competitive edge and how to reach the right people. And so anyway, I did that amongst all of my regular daily life, which includes, so I own God's Kratom Kingdom. It's actually called King's Kratom LLC, but the fucking handicapped monkeys kept stealing my Kratom. When I was making $500,000 a year, they made just this monkey state and I shouldn't say that because I actually love Utah. This is the place. But anyway, just this place made $30,000, more than $30,000 off me in just sales tax in 2020 alone. In just sales tax. And they're simultaneously stealing my Kratom. And so I'm like, you fucking handicaps think I'm going to pay you fired. Like, you don't even have the clue what that means. And it's actually not going to be that way because we got good people in there who fired the dumbass bad ones. And it's so ironic. Elon posted it a little bit ago. Like this meme of how people are like, when just showing people's reaction to the fraud of COVID and getting fired if you don't inject a biological terrorist warfare lab-created lethal virus that murdered at least 17 million innocent humans globally. So, in other words, what the Nazis did to the Jews is literally less than 1/8 of what COVID did. And yet we see that, we know that. I mean, unless people are, well, it's so sad. The average person has no scientific understanding. They were even taught it. I'm pretty sure they teach the scientific method and base chemistry and public school, I don't know, I never went to public school, but I am an honor student from Utah State University. I did go to college, and like I said, an honor student. I got higher grades than anybody. My swag's so awesome. Sexy as fuck. Seriously, like, I love my bling. And you like these? These are, see, President Trump. And then this one says $1. United States, the dollar. Because that's I keep them on my hands. It's like why I tattooed this on my forehead, to have a reminder of what I'm supposed to be thinking about, what I'm supposed to be talking about, what I'm supposed to be working towards, which is defense technology. But the most important part of the reason behind defense technology is to save lives, and the collision prevention system will save more lives than any innovation in human history. And it's not the collision prevention system, it's FSD. I mean, it's the collision prevention system is a slight tweak to it, but all the work is done. Done. So astounding, and it's so much fun. Like, it's like, literally, the only thing I know how to compare it to is cocaine. And people that don't like cocaine, I'm like, you fucking handicapped. Do you have a problem with caffeine? Do you have a problem with vitamins? Do you have a problem with protein? Or what's, like, going on? What's not going on upstairs that is causing this inept delusion that plants are bad? Everybody knows green leaves are the most dangerous, lethal. Oh my God, if people eat green leafy foods, we're not going to be obese, and that would be bad. Anyway, and I shouldn't say that because whenever I walk around public, I feel so sorry for everybody. I've been blessed with a good body, always. No, actually, I'm blessed, mate. Jesus blesses me. But I've learned it's all controlled by the molecules that are circulating through our blood. That's why it baffles me that people are like, we should ban all performance enhancers and have the lowest performance and be the slowest retards on the planet so we could be number one retards. Anyway, it's synonymous with banning performance enhancers in the pursuit of happiness, aka things that make people feel good, aka drugs and fucking handicaps. Cocaine is not a drug. A drug is a man-made molecule or chemical that has a psychoactive effect on the human brain, body, and nervous system. Cocaine is an alkaloid. Yes, retards can incorrectly classify those things, but people need to understand what drugstore and drug and pharmacy means. That's what it means. The man-made shit. And anyway, so I don't want to go on about that. Kind of just went off on random shit here. But I've been working so nonstop. Every day I wake up at 3:33 a.m., go test drive a Tesla Model S Plaid. Most people don't work Saturday or Sunday. Go do some Uber driving on it. You get yourself a free Model S Plaid. So, yeah, make it happen. Go take one for a test drive and fall in love. Spread the gospel at eGuide. I love you, Doge fam.